Okay. Not now. Let me play some music. Okay. Okay, we have a shortage of good lo-fi music, I see. But that shouldn't be a problem. Played only can access tokens. Or tokens for that matter. Alright. Okay, let me practice my pitch deck, okay? Let's go. Probably need to polish it up a bit, but come on now. We can't all be the best at pitching, so I'm okay with my pitch not being the best at this time. Okay, let's see. Okay. Welcome to my company, abpaul.com, okay? Okay, let me say. abpaul stands for, so the origin story. We all know polls are the best way to engage an audience. We have all participated in a poll. And we know polls are the best way to learn about your audience. And so far, polls have been the most viral thing in the past 3 years. And the polls also reach a wider audience than surveys can. And the polls are definitely more engaging than surveys. Okay, so with knowing all that, I got started in creating a polling app. With polls being the most viral item on social media, of course, as I said. Okay, creating a polling app with polls being the most viral item on social media within the past 3 years was a no-brainer. So I got down and created abpaul.com to replace the whole survey industry with just AB polls. So how am I going to do that? As you can see right there, would you rather never eat again fries or cookies? These polls have been voted already 600 times, and we hope to use that data. We have a test that we're going to use that data to replace the survey industry. If you can easily find a poll that has already been answered, why do you need to create a survey? If you have a poll with 600 users, you can already sort the polls way more. Let me not get ahead of myself, okay? So that's for all the AB poll. So people come on AB poll to answer the most trending polls. Paid users get analytics of those polls. Then we replace the survey industry with ready-to-use data on hand without having to create anything. So what's the problem with survey industries? Why do they need to be replaced? Okay, see, survey industries offer a limited audience and responses, and you have to pay for the entire process. It always, in most cases, takes weeks or even months to complete. Once the survey is created, it's not customizable in real time, and yada yada yada. You need an analyst to examine the limited data gathered. So how do we win against survey companies? 1. By offering sorting polls to your specific market. 2. Being 10x cheaper than survey companies. 3. Giving customers actionable data and getting your data instantly. And then offering you the customer's ability to be able to add any question you want to that topic. And then, of course, our high-level analytics tools. Okay, why now? Why is A/B poll going to replace survey companies now? One, people want to answer polls. Survey companies are getting too expensive especially for small businesses and entrepreneurs. Three, people don't understand how this media published statistics are gotten. I don't know about you, but for me, I see people in my city voted 90% this and 10% that. I'm like, why didn't they ask me? That's the limited audience I'm talking about. With A/B poll, or you can. With A/B poll, we make voting easily accessible to anyone, anywhere. You don't even have to create an account because people feel more comfortable voting anonymously. Okay, good survey analysts are also too expensive, so you get to kill 10 stones with one. It's like accelerating traction. As you can see, this is one of the polling websites. Okay, and in the previous couple of weeks, just to show you how polls can be extremely viral. This went viral on the internet a couple of weeks ago. It was a one page showing you all the questions people have always been curious about and asking you to vote for either A or B. How is G pronounced? So how is A/B poll accelerating traction? One, influencer marketing. Two, blog posts, and adding more shareable users, which are going to look at to the next part. And then we're currently receiving over 3,000 votes a month pre-marketing. So our top topics of review. Our top topics of review with food. We had a viral food TikTok reel. We had a viral reel about food that people have been tending to, which is why it's currently our top voted on topic, and we were aiming on, and we hope to create multiple topics over the year, and which we're going to look about in the roadmap. Currently, these are the best topics, and on each topic, like food, mental health, there's 15 plus questions. And we plan on getting them graded. So our market size, the global market for market research was 44 billion in 2018 and expected to grow to 60.6 billion by 2025. So it's growing steadily. This suggests there's a significant market for surveys or pre-answered surveys, and those that are willing to invest in this type of research. So what is our current business model? Currently, we launched with an ambitious $12.99 a month subscription. But we are planning on changing to a more usage-based subscription in the future as we expand our analytics tools, expand our votes. It will be very mission critical to switch to the usage-based billing service. So business roadmap. This is a sample of our analytics feature, which is this is a sample of our. This is what you get in our insights dashboard, and you get to see the votes on the map. You get to sort votes, see more similarities on what the votes or what the others voted on the votes, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we'll give you. On our business roadmap, we aim to get more votes, at least 500 answers on every poll. We aim to have at least 50 topics. 50 topics, and then we aim to have better analytics and pattern tracking tools. Community roadmap. We aim to make posting easier, posting on polls easier. We aim to strengthen our algorithms and only recommend your polls if you like. And then sharing. We aim to make sharing more easier by creating groups and see what your group likes. Okay, I'm the founder and CEO Dorsey Shyama. I'm also a software developer for more than 3 years, and I run a consulting agency. Alright, thank you. Feel so loud. I wish that we could lose this time, babe. Let's see. Feel so loud. I wish that we could lose this time, babe. Let's see. Voting anonymously. Okay? Wood survey analysts are also too expensive. So you get to kill 10 stones with one. 10 stones with one bird. Come on now. I feel like this was a good thing. Now let me save as a pitch deck. Draft 1. Okay, another to be under the 3 minutes mark on it. To engage and learn about any audience. Hmm. Okay, take two. I mean, okay, let's see. Okay, when I click this, okay. It has to be 2 minutes. Okay, the origin story. Polls have been the best way to engage your audience in the past, to engage and learn about your audience for the past 3 years. Polls also have been very limited in the data they give you about your audience, and polls have had a wider audience than most survey websites because they're more engaging than surveys. So I got down to creating a polling app, with polls being the most viral item in the past 3 years. It was a no-brainer. I got down to it and created abpoll.com, which will replace the survey industry with AOB polls. I mean, how is AB poll used right now? So people come to the website to answer the most trending polls and learn more about their community. Paid users get analytics on those topics, and then we replace the survey industry with ready-to-use data on hand. So what is the problem with survey industries? Survey industries are limited in the audience and the responses. Survey industries, you have to pay for the entire process. The person who's going to administer the survey, the person who's going to create the survey, eventually the analyst. It takes weeks and even months to complete. Once the survey is created, it's not customizable in real time. And of course, you need an analyst to examine the limited data you gathered. So how do we win against the survey companies? With AB poll, you can sort results to your specific targeted market, and then you get to pay a 10x cheaper price than surveys, and then you get actionable data instantly. There's a lot of customizability on the data you want access to, like you can add more polls to those topics, and then you get access to the high level analytics on the desired topics. Okay, why now? Why AB poll right now? People want to answer polls right now. People just want to answer polls right now. Survey companies are getting too expensive, especially for small business and entrepreneurs. People don't understand how these media published statistics are gotten. Like personally, I see in my city they have been 90% people answered this and 10% this. Like, how was I not aware of this? Okay. And of course, people feel more comfortable answering anonymous polls on AB poll than creating an account. And of course, survey analysis are too expensive. So accelerating traction. So first, we have plans on launching our new influencer marketing strategy, and then blog post, and then we're planning on adding more shareable features, which you'll see later on in the community roadmap. Currently receiving more than 3,000 votes pre-marketing, so people clearly like being able to vote on polls. So as you can see on the right hand side was a viral polling thing by Neil.fun. I'm already over time. Market size 44 billion in 2018 and expected to grow to 60 billion by 2025. So this suggests there's a significant market for pre-answered surveys. Okay, what is our current business model? Currently we're charging only $12.99 a month as a subscription, but we're going to transition to a query-based business model. Once we have our targeted goals. Okay, business roadmap, more votes, at least 500 votes per topic, per poll, which is ambitious, but we feel like we can get there. More topics, we need 50 topics. Better analytics tools. Currently we are offering one of our map analytics, where you can view the votes on the map and sort the votes on the map. And then our community roadmap, posting. We want to make posting easier. We want to make better algorithms on the front end to recommend you on the polls you like. And then sharing, like the groups feature. We want to show you what your group likes. And then I'm Dorsey, the software developer, and I run a consultancy agency with multiple small businesses clients. 3 minutes. I need to be faster. That was 4 minutes. Okay, what can I change? Let me remove this. I mean, it looks. Mm-mm. God, 2 minutes. Okay, let's see. The original story polls are the best way to engage and learn about any audience, and so far have been limited to the data you have access to. Polls. Oh no. Okay, let's hope this is 2 minutes now. That means I have to do 6 slides a minute. Okay, okay, let's see. Okay, A.B. polls stands for the origin story. So polls are the best way to engage and learn more about polls being the best way to engage and learn about any audience. A.B. poll stands for, so the origin story. Polls have been the best way to engage any audience, to engage and learn about any audience. Polls online have been very limited in data that I have access to, but polls also reach a wider audience than most survey websites do. So creating a polling app. So since polls have been very viral for the past 3 years, The origin story. KB polls have been the best way to engage and learn about any audience of the past 3 years, and polls online so far have been limited in that I have access to. Polls also reach a wider audience than most surveys do. So why did I create it? So AB poll was created to be a better alternative to surveys by giving you engaging polls as a service. By giving you engaging polls. To replace surveys. And the survey industry. Engaging polls to replace surveys and the survey industry. How is AB poll currently used? People come on abpoll.com to answer polls and learn more about society, and paid users get analytics on those polls. Okay, what's the problem with surveys? Why do they need to be replaced? They give you a limited audience and responses. Repetitive, you have to create a survey that has already been created by another person. Repetitive work. Okay, what's the problem with surveys? Surveys have a limited audience and responses. You have to pay for the entire process, and there's repetitive work as there's multiple surveys the same like yours running around the internet, and it takes weeks and even months to complete. Once a survey is created, it's not customizable. So how do you win against survey companies? One, you can sort the polls to your specific sort poll results to your specific market. 10x cheaper than surveys, since instead of having multiple surveys online, the same like yours, we compress them into one topic that you all correctly have data on. So customizability on the data you want, of course. You can add new topics if there's a topic that's not there. And that will give you actionable data almost instantly with high-level analytics tools. Why now? People want to answer polls. That's a fact. Survey companies are getting too expensive. That's a fact. Multiple hundred surveys online. 100 surveys online, the same like yours. People want to participate in public surveys about their community. Who doesn't even want to participate in a survey that's going to be published on TV? People feel comfortable answering anonymous polls on their phone. It's easy. Everything is done on the phone. You don't even need an account. Survey analysts are also too expensive right now. Accelerating traction. Influencer marketing will be our main action when we start marketing. Blog posts and more shareable features like groups, and we're currently receiving 3,000 watts a month pre-marketing. So what's our current business? So currently we have $12 a month subscription model, as we don't have as many votes to switch to our usage-based pricing model, which we'll do once we have necessary votes to offer you the customizability and sorting to your targeted audience. Okay, our market size. The market research market is 44.5 billion, and they expect it to raise to 60.6 billion by 2025. It suggests the They suggest businesses are willing to pay for pre-answered surveys and invest in this type of research. Business roadmap: more votes, more topics, better analytics. More votes, 500 votes on a topic. Back of the envelope mat. A topic has 15 votes. Yeah, we have 50 topics, and then so now that means every business can use the platform. Okay, better analytics and tracking tools. Okay, community roadmap: better posting. We want to make it easier to post on topics. We want to make algorithms better, learn about you, understand you, and sharing. Make it easier to create groups and see what the group likes. And Dorsey, software developer, been developing software for 3 years, and they're in a consultancy agency with multiple small businesses clients. Okay, I feel like that's good. KB polls as well. What's the origin story? So polls have been the most engaging way to learn about your audience. And polls online have been limited there that you have access to, and polls reach a wider audience than surveys do. So why create AB poll? AB poll was created to be a better alternative to surveys by giving you engaging polls to replace surveys and eventually the survey industry. So how is AB poll currently used? People currently use AB poll to answer polls and learn more about society. Paid users get analytics on those polls. What's the problem with surveys, you ask? Limited audience and responses. Pay for the entire survey process, from the administer to the question to the analytics, and also repetitive work. There's 100 surveys just like yours running around the internet. Takes weeks and even months to complete. Once the survey is created, you cannot easily add anything. How do you win against that? You can sort the polls to their specific targeted market, 10x cheaper than surveys, since instead of having 100 surveys running around the internet, just one. Give customers data instantly with our high level analytics. So why now? People want to answer polls now. Survey companies are getting too expensive. People want to participate in public surveys, and people feel more comfortable answering anonymous polls online on their phone. Survey analysts are also too expensive. So how are we accelerating traction? So we're planning on launching an initiative for influencer marketing and also adding blog posts and more shareable features. Currently receiving over 3,000 votes a month pre-marketing. As you see on the right is a competitor, a fan page by Neil.fan with over 1.9 million votes on each topic. What's the current business model, you ask? $12 a month. We're switching to a query-based business model for 0.05 once we get more votes. And our market size, currently have a market size of 44.5 billion in 2018. I expect it to go to 2025 to 60 by 2025. So this indicates big business are willing to invest in this research. Business roadmap: more votes, more topics, better analytics. With 500 votes, meaning more votes, more topics. Posting: might want to make it easier to post, want to make algorithm recommend you posts you like, and also want to make it easier to share or view votes in groups. And Dorsey, software developer, 3 years of experience. Software developer and ran a consultant agency. Okay, let's see the damage. How can I say Neil.fan? Well, how can I describe this? So, um, I need to. Can I remove too much hair bone? Okay, this is basically the same. Okay, but how do I say how much I'm raising
fee, leading to revenues of $250,000 and a current NPS score of just over 70%. In the pilot, lifetime value is about 6 times cost of acquisition, with a sales cycle of less than 30 days for most customers. For the new US version, the business model will consist of monthly subscriptions as well as partnerships with insurance companies and clinics. After the free first session, users sign up for the $39 basic plan, or for $79, they can also participate in live practice sessions. Inbound marketing, capitalizing on brand authority, is proven effective, and outbound marketing for partnerships will start in 2023. My target audience is the nearly 40 million adults in the US diagnosed with a non-serious mental illness each year. Growing our user base 10% month over month after churn will lead to revenues of over 10 million within 36 months. As opposed to our complete treatment program, effective for many problems, our competitors focus either on connecting users with traditional therapists or on offering limited tools or targeting a limited number of issues. I am the founder of the Self-Help Doctor and the developer of the CBT Time Treatment Protocol, which is also the basis for the Self-Help program. Thank you for your time.
But I don't know how much you want me to invest.
My name is Dancy. I'm co-founder of GuildCred, where we are building the future of credit in Africa. So retail is good in Africa, but vendors still operate a catch and carry model. If you don't have full payments, it will be hard for you to make a purchase now to offer credit facilities to customers. That's why we created LookCred to make purchases affordable for customers through a credit line that they can spend now pay over time. Can access a credit line of up to $400 that they can spend across people. And when it comes to revenue streams, the interest rate of trade people, first-time employees, gig workers, and we acquire them to use. We are the easiest and this is our team. Our team has a combined experience of 20 plus years in banking, retail, and building tech products. We have 137 people on our wait list, $160 generated in revenue. We are separated into top startup programs and have received over 9,500 in worth of credits. We have reached agreements with tops like Safe Border, eFoods, and that has like a pool of gig workers, and we also have reached handshake agreements with two microfinance institutes. Thank you.
Okay, it's a peach. No, let me go to.
This Week in Startups is brought to you by Gusto. Running a startup is hard work, but thankfully, Gusto makes payroll easy. They also offer flexible benefits, onboarding, and so much more. Twist listeners.
Here we go. Okay, so to my Noti gang who's showing up here, which one do you think could get $1 million seed round after going through an accelerator?
So my two favorites.
Three. Can I do three? Backwards. Well, let's see. So, it's just, and I love this angle on it.
One was term paper.
Showed you, actually.
Okay. And often, so that we're at the greater.
Just remember today's
2 minutes on the clock here.
Oh, Seth, go.
Hi, I'm Seth Brown and my company is Gifting. Gifting is an on-demand gift-giving marketplace. Meet Alex. Alex lives in New York and just remember today's her brother's birthday. But Brett lives in Florida, so what can she get him and will it even arrive in time? Luckily for Alex, there's Gifting. Let's see how it works. Alex enters in Brett's interests. He loves music and electronics. From there, our machine learning algorithm analyzes his interests and provides a single curated list of items available in his area. Had Brett been a Gifting customer, Alex would have seen his wish list pop up when searching for recommendations. Each Gifting order is accompanied by a digital card or premium video message, which we believe is a real game changer. And to top it off, all this can be delivered in as little as 2 hours. As for Brett's gift, that's accompanied with a text message containing his personalized greeting, similar to the email that some members of the lunch team just received. Brett can confirm his delivery or reschedule, leaving them both happy customers. I conducted research with over 2,500 consumers like Alex and compared it to the competitive landscape. We found there really wasn't an app that checked all the boxes until now. Our go-to-market strategy includes a localized consumer campaign, retail partnerships targeting inventory from over 800 brick-and-mortar stores in our launch market of South Florida, a product built for expansion and made operational by farming out our deliveries. We built a pre-launch community of over 11,000 members. Once launched, we'll focus on our 2x growth model, where we'll incentivize every Gifting recipient like Brett to becoming a Gifting customer like Alex. We're targeting an ARR of 10 million in 2024 and 100 million by the end of 2025. Traditional gift giving costs $20, can take 43 minutes, and not knowing what to get could be frustrating. With Gifting, you can save close to 20%. It could be done in a fraction of the time with access to personalized gift recommendations. Our team has experience growing companies from startup through exit, resulting in combined sales of nearly $6 billion. Gifting is an on-demand gift-giving marketplace. We obsess over delivering the perfect gift so you don't have to. Thank you.
Nice work, Seth. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing your screen. We'll move on to Teresa.
That was a really good pitch.
All right, we can see it. Can't hear you yet.
Perfect. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. I got 2 minutes on the clock, Teresa. Ready? Go.
Perfect. Hi, I'm Teresa. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Choyo. We personalize and digitize breathing training to help people live longer and better. Breathing is the foundation of life, and we do it more than 20,000 times a day. Yet 9 out of 10 people do it wrongly, and this can lead to deadly chronic diseases, the #1 cause of death worldwide, lost years of life, and for companies, financial losses of millions of US dollars per year. That's why we developed a personalized and digital training as a solution. Let me show you how this works. At the bottom of the screen, people get a prompt to inhale or exhale. That's the breathing training part. They then blow onto the microphone of the smartphone or headset. When they follow the rhythm correctly, they steer the object on the screen in real time. They're literally blowing up a balloon. We offer this as holistic breathing training to businesses. We integrate the training into the browser. We have an analytics dashboard. We offer coaching and webinars. And people can train their breath anytime and anywhere because we also have a mobile app. We compete with expensive hardware-based breathing devices, human analog not scalable breathing trainers, and existing meditation and lifestyle apps where there's either no clear breathing focus or no real-time interaction with the user. The Choyo breathing training, however, works because it's sticky, it's fun. We've literally millions of ways of doing the breathing animation. We don't need any additional hardware, just a regular smartphone or headset is enough. And last but not least, it functions, it works. It's based on more than 5 years of research at leading universities like MIT or ETH Zurich. We follow a bottom-up B2B SaaS model, where we charge private customers $5 per month and business customers $10 US per month. We focus on B2B clients first and plan to have a revenue of $50 million by the end of 2025. We currently have 250 beta testers for the B2C app, and we have acquired our first B2B client, a corporate global insurance company, where we will integrate into their corporate wellness platform. They already have 1 million active users there. We are further in advanced negotiations with another global insurance company. A potential other client of ours says that our breathing training is so easy and fun, it's like Candy Crush for health. Us, that's me. I did my PhD at ETH Zurich and MIT in digital health. David, who worked for top-tier strategy consulting and fitness startups, and our CTO, Stefan, who did his PhD at ETH Zurich in machine learning and quantum chemistry. Thank you for your attention. We adore you, and we digitize and personalize breathing training.
Excellent. Nice job, Teresa. Harry, you go ahead and share your screen. You're up next.
All right.
All right, we can hear you. You're full screen. I have 2 minutes on the clock. Ready? Go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Harry, founder of Taco, an AI conversation hub that manages all of the professional communications in one place. Meet Joey. Joey is a VC who plays different roles. Joey needs to juggle between Gmail, Slack, and LinkedIn on a daily basis. All Joey wants is a single interface that consolidates all of the messages in one place. And now with Taco, he can. Joey simply uses one tab to connect any account from any platform. He can then customize the connection details. Taco will then spin up an NLP model in the backend to figure out what's important. Joey can then directly reply within the app or go straight to the specific Gmail or Slack. Taco then plans everything on a trackable list. Joey's time and mine are saved. We are a consumer subscription model and we charge $10 per month. 2 weeks ago, we launched our private beta, and now we have 150 users with 100% week over week growth while spending $0 on marketing. We've received positive feedback on our AI algorithm, unique product positioning, and also our UI. We outcompete power products like Superhuman by integrating with more platforms, and we outcompete all-in-one chats by having an AI-driven backend. We've been growing from free, high-converting channels. These channels drive organic word-of-mouth growth. We've also been growing our brand and community awareness by issuing membership NFTs. This year, we plan to penetrate the entrepreneur group and grow our MAU to 100,000. Next year, we'll move to B2B with a product-led growth fashion. And we are the team to do this. I ran into the problem firsthand when I was studying AI and NLP at UChicago. My co-founder has a background of building consumer-facing tech product at Amazon. And once again, I'm Harry. This is Taco, your AI conversation hub. Thank you.
Excellent job, Harry. If you want to go ahead and stop sharing your screen, we'll shift to Tracy with term payments.
Hello.
Hey, Tracy, we can hear you.
Great. And I am sharing my screen now.
All right, we can see it, and I got 2 minutes on the clock. Ready, go.
Hi, I'm Tracy, the founder of Term Payments, the payment processor that allows a customer to shop online and pay in person. Because people like Ari don't trust websites with his card information or only has cash. But with Term, he can select to pay in person and receive a QR code by email or text with a link to a map that shows the closest payment location to complete his purchase. Term makes money by charging vendors 3.6% to process payments and a 1/3 split of the collection fee with physical locations. But we also give customers the option to have the full Term Payments app with additional features for our annual membership of $28. With strategic partners like Stripe, Spare Cash, and Green Dot, Term will soon be able to serve our waitlist of over 200 shopping customers and 17 e-commerce stores, online marketplaces, and SaaS technology companies registered and waiting on standby to use Term as their payment processor. Our closest competition is eBanks, PaySafe, Cash App, and Amazon. eBanks and PaySafe are outside the US, collecting over $1 billion in annual in-person cash payments, and US companies are racing to develop and launch. These companies are great, but Term Payments can beat them to market by introducing ourselves to our customers where they are, with posters at grocery stores, check cashing centers, billboards at bus stops and train stations, and social media outlets. We may be starting as a payment button on e-commerce websites, but we'll grow to process payments for utilities, school tuition, vacations, and even mortgages. Because in the US, 35% of all transactions are still done in cash. And when you expand to the rest of the world, that number jumps to over 80%, making it a $1 trillion opportunity. To reach our first milestone of $10 billion in annual revenue, we need to process approximately $1.5 billion per day. And to get to $100 million in annual revenue, we have to process almost $9 million per day. Our team is made up of seasoned veterans of retail management, corporate sales, logistics, and operations and software engineering. Term is the bridge that connects the digital and physical payments world. Thank you.
Awesome job, Tracy. Thank you.
Okay. Practice more and more and more. get down to 2 minutes. Okay, AB poll stats for R. AB polls origin. So polls have been the best way to engage about and learn about any data for the past 3 years, and also you have been limited by the data you have access to in polls, but they also reach a wider audience than surveys. So why I created abpoll.com? abpoll is created to be a better alternative to surveys by giving you engaging polls to replace surveys. How is abpoll currently used? Bob currently comes to websites to answer polls and learn more about society, and Steven comes to a website to get the analytics on those topics. So what's the problem with surveys? There's a limited audience, pay for the entire process for the admin people going to administer the people taking the surveys and eventually the analytics and the repetitive work. There's 100 surveys just like yours out there on the internet. It takes weeks or even months to complete. Once created, not easily customizable. How do we win? You get to sort your polls to your specific market, 10x cheaper, and you get to customize the data you want and give you actionable data instantly, high-level analytics tools, yada yada yada. Why now? Survey companies are getting too expensive, especially for small businesses, and people want to participate in public polls right now, and people feel more comfortable answering polls on their phone. Survey analysis are too expensive, so they try to influencer marketing plus blog posts. That's our main investment for marketing, and currently we received over 20,000 votes pre-marketing. So like one of our as a proof of concept, Nilded Funds polls received over 1.6 million votes, launched 2 months ago. Was the current business currently charging a subscription, as we don't have that much data to analyze yet to give you analysis for, but we'll transition to a query-based business model. So the 2018 our market research time was 44 billions, targeted to raise to 60 billions by 2025. So yeah, business are willing to invest in this research. Business roadmap, we hope to get more votes, more topics, better analytics tools. Community roadmap, make it easier to post, give you better algorithm, and then make it easy to share or view your votes in a group. I'm Dorsey Shema, founder of abpoll, software developer, and running a consultant agency. Thank you. Step 17. I think I know where I can cut time from. I don't need all this. shouldn't be adding that, I should be removing data. Emoji in Paris, I tell you, I am maybe a best. The girl of your dreams to me is a fan. Not a bit million. Okay. Let me do another pitch and then I'm going to maybe polls origin. Polls have been the best way to engage and learn about any Indians past 3 years. That's why I have been limited in the data you have access to. Polls reach wide audience and survey apps. Okay, now I'm going to start a new strategy. Okay, I'm going to go on my profile. Let's see, let's view. Okay, everything is there for the past 20 minutes. Then okay, I'm going to play another video, record it, look for the less engaging parts and then delete them, just like Mr. Beast would do. Okay, let's go. AB polls, that's for all. So how did you originate this? AB polls, polls have been the most engaging way to learn about any audience for the past 3 years, and you have been limited in the data you access about your audience from the polls. but they also reach a wide audience and service. So why create a big poll? Create it to be a better alternative to service by giving engaging polls to replace survey and eventually the survey industry. How is AB poll currently used? People come on AB poll to answer and learn more about society. Paid users get analytics on those topics. What's the problem with service? Limited audience as one. You pay for the entire process, from the person answering to the person administrating, the person creating, the person analyzing, repetitive work. There's 100 surveys on you like yours out there running. It takes weeks or even months to complete. Once the survey created, no customizer. How do you win against that? You can sort the polls to a specific market, 10x cheaper, since you don't have to pay for the entire process, get data instantly, get high-level analytics, and easily add questions. So why now? Survey companies are getting too expensive, especially for small business and entrepreneurs. Want to participate in public surveys but feel more comfortable and turning valuable, and analysts are too expensive. So dating traction. You plan on investing in influencer marketing and blog posts. Currently, I received over 20,000 votes. Pre-marketing. Images on the right show Niels that funds a recent viral polls over 1.6 million votes in the past 2 months. Current business model, we have $12.99 subscriptions. Since we don't have that much data, we transition to 0.05 per query once we have enough data. So in 2018, the total addressable market was 44.5 billion, rising to 60 billion by 2025. So that shows people are willing to invest in pre-answered surveys. The business roadmap, plan on getting more votes, more topics, better analytic tools. This is the analytics dashboard. How paid users via analytics. This is the voting. Want to make posting easier, better recommendation algorithm, and eventually easier way to view shared posts. I'm Dorsey Shema, software developer for 3 years and the Arena Consultancy Agency. Thanks for listening. Okay. How are these people compressing the whole presentation into? To me, I'm still good. View one. You know what? Everything is there for the last 20 minutes. Okay, play another video, record it. Mr. Beast with the pulse, that's for all. So, okay, let's go. AB Pulse, that's for all. So how did you originate this? AB Pulse, polls have been the most engaging way to learn about any audience for the past 3 years, and you have been limited in the data you access about your audience from the polls. But they also reach a wider audience and surveys, so why create AB Poll? Created to be a better alternative to surveys by giving engaging polls to replace survey and eventually the survey industry. How is AB Poll currently used? People come on AB Poll to answer and learn more about society. Paid users get analytics on those topics. What's the problem with surveys? Limited audience, that's one. You pay for the entire process, from the person answering to the person, the person creating, the person analyzing, repetitive work. There's 100 surveys on your yours out there running. It takes weeks or even months to complete. Once the survey created, no customizer. How do you win against that? You can sort the polls to a specific market, 10x cheaper, since you don't have to pay for the entire process, get data instantly, get high-level analytics, and these hard questions. So why now? Survey companies are getting too expensive, especially for small business and entrepreneurs who want to participate in public surveys but feel more comfortable and turning and analysts are too expensive. Sedating traction. You plan on investing in influencer marketing and blog posts. Currently, I received over 20,000 votes pre-marketing. Images on the right show Nails.funds, a recent viral polls over 1.6 million votes in the past 2 months. Current business model, we have $12.99 subscriptions. Since we don't have that much data, we transition to 0.05 per query once we have enough data. So in 2018, the total addressable market was 44.5 billion, rising to 60 billion by 2025. So that shows people are willing to invest in pre-answered surveys. The business roadmap, plan on getting more votes, more topics, better analytic tools. This is the analytics dashboard, how paid users via analytics. This is the voting. Want to make posting easier, better recommendation algorithm, and eventually easier way to view shared posts. I'm Dorsey Shema, software developer for 3 years and I run a consultancy agency. Thanks for listening. Okay. What? This was good. They nailed it fine. Okay. The last pitch should be on the don't you let up the window. AB poll. AB polls, that's for our origin. Polls have been the best way to engage and learn about any area for the past 3 years, but they have also been limited in the data you have access to, but they reach a wider audience than surveys. So creating a better alternative to surveys with engaging polls to replace surveys in the survey industry. How was AB poll currently used? To answer polls and learn more about society, paid users get analytics on those topics. What's the problem with surveys? Audience and responses. Pay for the entire survey process from creation, answering, and analyst. Repetitive work. There's 100 surveys like yours out there currently running. Takes weeks or even months to complete. Once the survey is created, you can't customize it. How do you win against survey companies? 10x cheaper, sort polls to your specific market, get data instantly with the high-level analytics tools, and you can easily add questions. So how's the traction? Currently received over 20,000 plus votes. Pre-marketing images on the right show how Nils.Fund's project went viral with 1.6 million votes in just 2 months. Influencer, we're planning on launching our influencer marketing and blog posts, which is how Nil.Fund did it. What's the current business model? We currently charge $12.99 a month since we don't have that many polls, that many votes to analyze. We're transitioned to 0.05 when we get more votes. Our market size was 44.5 billion in 2018, going to be over 60 billion in 2025. So people are willing to invest in pre-answered surveys. Business roadmap. You can see this is our analytics dashboard. We're planning on adding more votes, more topics, better analytics. Community roadmap. Make it easier to post on topics, better recommendation algorithms, and sharing. View what your group chose. My name is Dorsey. I'm a software developer for 3 years, and I run a consultancy, a successful consultancy with multiple small businesses clients. Wow, that actually did it. I don't feel like I was comfortable with that. Let's see. Our origin. Polls have been the best way to engage and learn about any area for the past 3 years, but they have also been limited in the data you have access to, but they reach a wider audience than surveys. So creating a better alternative to surveys with engaging polls to replace surveys in the survey industry. How was AB poll currently used? To answer polls and learn more about society, paid users get analytics on those topics. What's the problem with surveys? Audience and responses. Pay for the entire survey process from creation, answering, and analyst. Repetitive work. There's 100 surveys like yours out there currently running. Takes weeks or even months to complete. Once the survey is created, you can't customize it. How do you win against survey companies? 10x cheaper, sort polls to your specific market, get data instantly with the high-level analytics tools, and you can easily add questions. So how's the traction? Currently received over 20,000 plus votes. Pre-marketing images on the right show how Nils.Fund's project went viral with 1.6 million votes in just 2 months. Influencer, we're planning on launching our influencer marketing and blog posts, which is how Nil.Fund did it. What's the current business model? We currently charge $12.99 a month since we don't have that many polls, that many votes to analyze. We're transitioned to 0.05 when we get more votes. Our market size was 44.5 billion in 2018, going to be over over 60 billion in 2025. So people are willing to invest in pre-answered surveys. Business roadmap. You can see this is our analytics dashboard. We're planning on adding more votes, more topics, better analytics. Community roadmap. Easier to post on, make it easier to post on topics, better recommendation algorithms, and sharing. View what your group chose. My name is Dorsey. I'm a software developer for 3 years, and I run a consultancy, a successful consultancy with multiple small businesses clients. Wow, that actually did it. I don't feel like I was comfortable with that. Let's see. Oh, our origin. Polls have been the best way to engage and learn about any other. Okay. Maybe I need a better mic. Microphone. Then if I buy a microphone, I need to buy headsets. Oops, leaking my address. I have to make sure I blur out everything in the future. Okay, tomorrow I will practice. Okay. But for me, I'm still at no school Gemini. I mean, I like it.
And we'll go one more for this first group of 5. Chase, if you want to go ahead and share your screen.
Excellent. All good?
We can see it and we can hear you. 2 minutes is on the clock. Ready, go.
Hi, I'm Chase, founder of Fix6. We're measuring the world's carbon to bring more people into the carbon economy. People like Jesus, who wants to bring his reforestation projects to a carbon offset marketplace. In order to do this, he needs a measurement, reporting, and verification solution. Currently, the cost of these solutions limit the number and types of projects that he can start. Fix6 offers an affordable and scalable solution to this problem. To work with us, Jesus just uploads the geometry of the project. We then go and gather years' worth of satellite data to train a scientific model which calculates the water, energy, and carbon budget of his land. We use this model to measure carbon sequestration, which is then reported to carbon offset marketplaces, allowing Jesus access to the capital that he needs. We currently have 2 customers and unpaid pilots, with more in the pipeline. We're also partnering with carbon offset marketplaces to offer a scalable MRV solution. We have a SaaS model charging per acre per year, with many of these projects span multiple years and up to a decade. One thing that sets us apart is the wide number of practices we support by monitoring both forest and croplands. This allows us to be an MRV provider for nearly every acre of land on the globe. We have seen intense interest from people in the regenerative finance and regenerative agriculture communities, as well as marketplaces looking for a scalable MRV solution. There's also the opportunity to expand into new verticals as more natural capital is backed with monetary capital. The carbon offset markets are expected to at least quadruple by the end of the decade, with each of these tons being backed by an MRV solution. For the land-based practices that Fix 6 covers, up to roughly 850 million acres of land will be put in practice by the end of this decade. That represents an $850 million TAM at our dollar per acre pricing. The team is me at the moment, but we have a unique advantage since I have a PhD in peer-reviewed research and creating scalable solutions for measuring carbon and water budgets. Because of this, we're positioning Fix 6 to get more people into the carbon economy by measuring the world's carbon. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Chase. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing your screen. Jason, there's your first group of 5.
Very strong presentations, all seemingly real businesses that customers could be delighted by and spend money with. To recap for Jackie, Mike, and Molly, we have Company 1, Gifting. It's an app that lets gift givers quickly send memorable gifts on demand. Company 2, Choju, is a breathing app that competes with Calm, Apple Watch, and some other services. $10 per user in the enterprise to help you learn to breathe better and reduce stress. Company 3, Taco, which is an AI conversation hub that consolidates your Slack, LinkedIn, and other messaging platforms into one app, ostensibly so you could triage it better, I think, with some AI doing something in the back end. I wasn't clear on that. 150 users in beta. And then you have Term Payments, which allows you to shop online, pay in person, with a membership fee of $29 and some service fees. The audience for this, I believe, would be the unbanked. And Company 5, Fix 6, which is measuring the world's carbon footprint by analyzing land, I think using computer vision to figure out its carbon footprint, costs $1 an acre. And I think MRV stands for Measurement, Reporting, and Verification. So I'll start with you, Jackie. When you look at these 5 companies, which one stands out to you that if it was in the accelerator, investors would want to take a follow-up meeting and then subsequently would have the best chance at raising that $1 million seed round? Which one?
I can only pick one.
Only pick one, but you can take us through a thought process of your top 2 or 3.
Such a strong cohort. Oh my gosh.
You can tell us the 2 or 3 you're particularly, you're narrowed it down to, and then which one is the best and why.
Sure. So I think if I were to do a 1, 2, 3, can I do 3? Backwards. Well, let's see. So I'll do 2. Okay. So for me, second.
Let's all do 2.
Let's do 2. Let's do 2. Okay. Thank you. You can't just do 1. You can't just do 1. So 2 for me would be Fix 6. It's such an important issue, it's just, and I love this angle on it. And my 1 would be Taco, because, it's such a cool space. And there's so many tools now and no one's really figured out how to consolidate all these platforms. So we would love to dive into that product a bit more.
Mike, which one do you think could get $1 million seed round after going through an accelerator?
So my 2 favorites in this cohort were Shoju and Term Payments. I think for me, the number 1 was Term Payments. I think she's identified a very, very interesting space that, quite frankly, I was not aware of. It'd be fascinating to dig into that deeper. And I think for us, fintech is a big focus. Shoju is in the consumer space, which is also an area for us. So I think both of those would be the winners for the accelerator.
Okay. Which one is your number 1? You said Term Payments? Yeah. Okay. And Molly, if you looked at these 2, based on your tremendous knowledge of the technology industry and your growing knowledge of investing, which 2? I have a feeling I know which one you like best personally.
I mean, I think you think I know, but you don't. Number 2 for me is Choju, actually, particular because you're in talks with a global insurance company. I think there's a huge opportunity there for businesses who are investing in wellness for lots of reasons. But number 1 for me is Term Payments. I do think that identifies a real need, and also that Tracy did such a great job of exactly at the point when I was thinking, wait, do people really want this? Of saying, people really want this, and here's why.
Great. And then for me, I went, again, not my personal feelings, but what I think would clear a market with investors in the seed community. I think Fix6 would be number one because it feels like a software platform doing computer visualization. It feels like it's technically sophisticated, which makes it defensible, hard to do, and that there'll be a growth market there, kind of like you're skating to where the puck is. And then I struggled with my number two. I think all four of them could have been number two. But there was something about gifting that I felt like the founder understood his market, had or he or she, I can't remember, but had a level of passion for this idea. And I'm not sure it's polished enough yet, but I could see it getting super polished and taking off in a metropolitan area where people might really value gifting and if it had very unique things. So that would be my number two. I could see it actually working. So great start. One of the interesting things here was you saw different perspectives, right? And so that's one important thing for all founders to understand. You don't have to win over every investor. You need to win over one investor. Let's go to the next 5 companies. Charlie, great job so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Graham, why don't you go ahead and share your screen and we'll jump into remote space.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, we can hear you. Here we go. We can see it. I got 2 minutes on the clock, Graham. Ready, go.
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Graham Caro, the co-founder and CEO of Remote Space, a shared space for remote teams to talk to whoever, whenever. How does it work? Meet Eva. She's a product manager at Apple. She works in a large organization, uses remote space to remove barriers between cross-functional teams. Today, she has a question for Stella, a software engineer running a sprint, so she joins Remote Space to ask them. Eva joins, first, Eva accesses the spaces within our network, and specifically the product space. She discovers that Stella is unavailable, and she sees Ken and Erica talking already, so she decides to talk to Zane instead. Eva joins this space and drags her avatar over to Zane to start a conversation, separate from others in the space and without ever needing to send a calendar invite. She learns from Zane that Sam in marketing really needs her help and asks her to join the marketing space. Eva says sure. Eva accesses the marketing space, joins the space, then moves her avatar over to Sam and solves their problem. Remote Space removed barriers for Eva's team and saved valuable time when working on their next product release. The business model is freemium SaaS. It starts free for networks up to 10. Paid starts at $10 per user per month, and it gets cheaper as the networks get larger. Traction bottom-up customer pipeline is 121 email signups to date with the logos on the right-hand side. No paid customers yet. There are 4 main competitors in the space, but Remote Space is uniquely positioned to be professional for enterprise, simple and efficient without distraction, 3-step onboarding, and quick navigation to other spaces. Our go-to-market is organic network effects, PR engagement, and paid advertising. Our 5-year vision is to be the global leader in remote work engagement. And our journey to 100 million ARR is 125,000 paying customers to get to 10 million and $1.25 million to get to 100 million. This is our team. I'm the CEO, 3-time founder, 6 years experience in consulting, product and design. Rutesh Trivedi is the CTO, 2-time founder, 5 years experience in software engineering. That is Remote Space, a shared space for remote teams to talk to whoever, whenever. Thank you.
Thanks, Graham. If you want to go ahead and stop sharing your screen. And Regina, if you want to pull up your screen and talk to us about Innocuous AI.
Sure. Hear me fine?
I can see you. Let's go full screen on that. It's loading. We got it. I have 2 minutes on the clock. Ready? Go.
Hi, I'm Regina, CEO of Innocuous AI. Our mission is to help companies productionize AI faster for less by providing a no-code DevOps as a service platform for AI developers. Meet Joe. He's a data scientist. As a data scientist, Joe is great at building algorithms.
Uh-oh. Did we lose you here, Regina?
I think microphone turned off, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
froze.
it froze too.
Yeah, swap it out.
We'll go ahead and have her stop sharing here. I'll try and force it.
Quick reboot.
Yeah, we'll try and grab her in. Okay, cool. We'll move right on to Andrew.
Can you see my screen and hear me okay?
I got you, and I can see it. I got 2 minutes on the clock for you, Andrew.
Hi, I'm Andrew, founder of Savvy Team, the platform that helps you create career paths and upskilling opportunities for your employees. Meet Ran. She's head of engagement marketing at Airbnb, and she aspires to become the global head of engagement marketing. She's managed by Brian. Brian has a one-on-one with Rand and then creates a career path for her. In this case, we're going to edit the one that he already started. It's a typical job description, which allows him to put the required skills, competencies, and outcomes required for that position. And it has a recommendation engine in case he's not sure who to give this path to. Once she's given the path, Rand is able to designate that, her interest towards it for her dream role. From there, she's able to decide maybe she doesn't want to do that next. She wants to make her next path the National Head of Engagement Marketing, which gives her time to pick up special projects so that she can do a few things. One, prove that she has certain skills. Two, upskill herself so she can be ready for that position. And three, give her and Brian conviction through updates on her progress. We charge $50 a month currently after a 5-seat trial, but we're planning on quickly switching over to a per user per month subscription. We've already onboarded 3 companies, and they're currently creating ladders for their employees. We have 4 companies in the queue and a handful of larger companies that we're working through on the pipeline. 2 of our companies switched from our biggest competitor, Lattice Grow. The major difference that our customers are seeing is that between us and Lattice Grow is that we actually focus on the person, the employee first, and let the employees take control of their own destiny and their careers. We currently are doing cold outreach right now through email and LinkedIn, but I plan on switching over to leaning more into my growth background and trying a lot more different tactics. I'm currently a solo founder. I'm in on deck looking for a co-founder. I founded a company called Someone New, which is in a similar space, and I've led growth for companies like Job Today and Warmly. The major thing that's next for us is we're going to start with peer mentorship to help match employees for upskilling and career development, reducing friction so that managers can create paths easier, and going after enterprise customers because they feel this pain the most. We're Savvy Team, the platform that helps you with career paths and upskilling opportunities for employees. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Andrew. Great job. Monica, you're up next.
Thank you, Charlie. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, sharing my screen.
Excellent. We can see it, and I have 2 minutes on the clock. Ready, go.
Great. Hi, I'm Monica with Ga'an, which helps travelers, which helps people to travel more lightly and sustainably by providing locally sourced clothing for rent at the traveler's destination. We're currently have beta testers in the Bay Area, and our first trial customers were Becky and Bill, who are semi-retired musicians and Airbnb hosts. So with Becky and Bill, we collected their information, their sizing, their preferences, and about 5 days before they landed in the Bay Area, we presented them with some options for their 9-day stay. Becky and Bill really enjoyed the service of Ga'an, and they shared this picture of some suitcases. They were very happy not to be schlepping themselves. Ga'an is a marketplace where we will take care of logistics and cleaning and hold some limited inventory for basic capsule clothing, and also sign up boutiques, department stores, brands, and peer-to-peer creators who might have some really unique pieces in their personal collection. We are taking some waitlist customers, and not all of them currently are traveling to the Bay Area quite yet, and we have one who's upcoming in March. There's, of course, Rent the Runway and a couple of smaller companies that are designed for travelers specifically, but none of them source at the local destination. They ship from their headquarters and also currently offer only women's clothing. Our go-to-market plan is to go city by city and actually drill down airport by airport. And here's a quick snapshot of what an opportunity at SFO might look like. This is our plan to hopefully crawl, walk, and run to $100 million in annual revenue, which requires about 2,600 daily deliveries. And here I am, and have some co-founders that I am currently recruiting. Almost founder official, not quite yet.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Monica. Great job. And Scott, go ahead and share your screen here. Are you there, Scott?
Hey there.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
Excellent. Here it comes. I can see it. I can hear you. I have 2 minutes on the clock. Ready? Go.
Hey there. I'm Scott, founder of Timewell, the legacy platform to capture family memories with their voice. You can upload photos or ask a question, then record your loved one's thoughts in their own voice. So meet Jenna. She has a lot of great memories with her dad. And as he ages, Jenna wants him to capture his stories. But the places they store photos don't make this easy. So she chose Timewell because it's super simple and will save stories in his voice. And Jenna now has a single place to save answers to questions and stories behind photos. It helps her whole family get to know him better. And TimeWell is a B2C SaaS with 3 subscription plans and a flexible one-time payment plan, all starting with a 14-day free trial. I launched on January 10th of this year with over 50 people on the early access list, and I have 15 active users with 4 paid accounts. And the consistent feedback is that it's really easy, even for Richard, who's 90 years old. And there are a number of strong legacy platforms already focused on capturing loved one stories. But my ultimate goal is to make it ridiculously easy for people like Jenna to record her dad's voice. And I'm targeting others like Jenna and her dad. They believe memories are worth saving. And I'm focusing on making collaboration sticky by showing value at a life event like a wedding. In the next 2 years, we'll be focused on distribution and expanding my team. And the following years on expanding my platform. The market size is over $30 million. And I'm setting myself apart by focusing on life events and scanning businesses that will channel photos into the TimeWell platform. And the team is me. I have over 15 years experience in design, branding, and photography, and I'm obsessed with creating great product experiences. So thanks for looking at TimeWell, where you can capture family memories with their voice.
Excellent. Thanks, Scott. Regina's back. Let's try one more time here, Regina, if you want to try and share now that rebooted.
Great. You hear me fine so far?
Yeah, we can hear you so far. We'll try it one more time.
All right.
Can I suggest, Regina, why don't you turn your video off? Because if you're having a connectivity issue, you'll have more bandwidth if you turn your video off.
All right. I will do that.
Excellent. We lost your screen in the process, though.
Okay. No problem. Oops. Wrong one.
Sorry, that was my fault. I was trying to be helpful.
We'll get there.
Okay, there we go.
Awesome. We can see it. I've got 2 minutes for you, Regina. Ready? Go.
Hi, I'm Regina, CEO of Innocuous AI. Our mission is to help companies productionize AI faster for less by providing a no-code DevOps as a service platform for AI developers. Meet Joe. He's a data scientist. As a data scientist, Joe is great at building algorithms. But to build an AI product in the cloud, he has to read through tons of documentation and spend many months figuring out DevOps work. The solution is Innocuous AI, a cloud platform for AI developers wanting to keep a small AI team so it's more manageable, scalable, and affordable. It is easy to use even without going through lots of documentation. It makes it fast and easy to onboard new data scientists. When Joe uses this platform, he can focus on what he loves, which is creating algorithms. With Innocuous Book, Joe can now bring models to production rapidly without the need for a large DevOps team to support him. There are multiple revenue opportunities, and the main one is an upcharge on infrastructure spend. Others include storage fees and more. Each customer represents north of $370,000 in annual revenue. Unlike competitors that can only take in tabular data, Innocuous Book is more flexible as it can take in both structured and unstructured data. The no-code platform makes it effortless to use in comparison to competitors. Our first 10 million will be from well-funded US-based startups building AI products. We scale to 100 million by expanding to larger enterprises incorporating AI into their products. The vision is to ultimately become the next AI-based cloud provider. Right now, we're in private beta with one customer on the free trial that has expressed an interest in a paid pilot. I'm a second-time co-founder with 2 successful exits and over 20 years business experience. My co-founder has over 10 years AI experience and is a thought leader in the data science community. We are Innocuous AI. We help companies improve the time to value for their AI investments with our no-code DevOps as a service platform for AI developers like Joe.
Excellent. Thanks, Regina. And stop sharing your screen. There's our group of 5 for you, Jason.
Okay, well done. We had remote workspace, an old school Palace-like 2D chat space for business. We had Innocuous AI, which we just heard from, a no-code DevOps platform for AI. We had Savvy Team, a SaaS platform that gives people a career path, pick your path, improve your skills, upskill yourself. And then we had Gone, which is to rent local clothes when traveling to a location. You travel lighter because clothes are waiting for you. And then finally, Company 10, the 5th in this cohort, TimeWell. Capture family memories by adding voice to pictures. Let's go in reverse order. Molly, did you have a favorite two that you think could clear market and raise that $1 million round after going through an accelerator? The lens in which we're looking through it.
I just want 3.
I know, that's why it's 2.
Wow.
You can give a honorable mention.
All right.
You can give 3 honorable mentions.
Honorable mention to Gaan, because I especially like the hyperlocal part of local clothes rental. My number 2 is Savvy Team. I think there is such a use for tracking that specific. You don't have to rely on just people and their feelings about you. You literally have like milestones on the back end. That's outstanding. And then number 1, so glad that Regina recovered. It's Innocuous AI for me. That is incredibly complicated, and I hope you can actually pull that off. But if you can, people are going to pay a lot for that.
Okay, Mikey, I think you went next. So
my 2 had a common theme. I thought both Remote Space and Timewell had really great design. I think both products visually looked really interesting, and that stuck out for me. But my number 1 was Timewell. I just think the market's bigger. I would be a little concerned on Remote Space competing with the Slacks and the Teams of the world. So Timewell is my number 1, and Remote Space my number 2.
Great. Jackie.
Yeah, this is tough. My honorable mention would be Innocuous, which I think looks really cool. I didn't quite understand what the product was, so I'd want to dig into that, but it looks like it's very cool. And then my 2, I'm actually, Mike here, same. Remote Space for me was 2, and Timewell was 1.
Great. For me, this was a really interesting group, some very creative ideas. I'll give an honorable mention to Gaan, which I found fascinating and scary and creative. Like, I'm going to show up somewhere and I'll have no clothes with me, and then maybe I'll have clothes, but it'll be sustainable. Maybe I take some back, I buy them. Anyway, there's something there, and it just, you could tell everybody's attention was like, something interesting there. But my number 2 was Savvy Team. It does seem like they understand the space, and enterprise is like planting seeds in a farm, and then like building consumer products is like finding a needle in a haystack. It's like really much harder. Or finding a truffle maybe would be a really good analogy. So like you could be a truffle hunter, not easy, or you could like plant seeds and build enterprise software. So that's my number 2. My number 1, I was absolutely taken and inspired by Timewell, because I just thought, why isn't there an audio feature built into all photos where you could give an audio caption? So I think there's a chance to make a standard here. I think there's a chance to make a new media format. I thought, people on TikTok are doing kind of reaction videos. So maybe you could actually have grandma's camera on, let her talk about the photo and who's in it and what happened that day in 1972, and then save it for all time. So I love this archivist kind of thing, or maybe saving it for your kids. Hey, we went skiing this day. I'm going to give this to you on your 21st birthday when I took you skiing when you were 5 years old. That's immediately what I thought of, was like taking some of these photos and putting my memories on it now, and then time bombing it to my kids in 5 years. So just wonderful ideas. So Timewell's my 1, Savvy Team's my 2. Let's keep the train moving and go to our next 6, Charlie.
Got it. All right, Angela.
And fair warning to the 4 of us, I'm going to ask you for your number 1 and number 2 overall.
Excellent. Angela, we can see it. I don't know if I can hear you yet.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You have 2 minutes. Ready? Go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Angela, and this is Sherlock, a digital wallet that helps you get rewarded for your daily spending. Have you ever been at the cashier, looked at your wallet, and wondered, which card should I use to get the most points and rewards? At Sherlock, we want to solve this problem. We want to help consumers find the best credit cards and optimize their wallets for maximum points and rewards. Sherlock works in 4 easy steps. First, connect your credit card data to the Sherlock platform to understand trends in your spending. Our AI platform will help match you to the best credit cards to have in your wallet. Add all of your credit cards to the Sherlock digital wallet and use it to pay both in-store and online. Sherlock's algo ensures you get the most points and rewards. Start earning and watch your rewards and savings grow. Sherlock provides value by innovating at the transaction level, helping consumers to earn free money through a smart digital wallet. We are currently building out our MVP and plan to launch in just 6 months. We plan to make money through credit card referrals, referring customers to credit card companies, and through a subscription fee to use our wallet. Sherlock is automating what credit card hackers do, using data-driven finance to help consumers find the best cards and optimize at the cashier. We are currently building on our waitlist through online communities like credit card churning groups, couponing groups, FIRE, and financial literacy groups. But in the future, plan to do partnerships and SEO. We're targeting profitability by year 3, however, that can get accelerated based off of customer acquisition. As a team, we have experience working on digital wallets, open banking, and automated credit algorithms. Thank you. I'm Angela Mascarenas, CEO of Sherlock, a digital wallet helping you get rewarded for your daily spending. Thank you.
Nice work, Angela. Thank you so much. Go ahead and stop sharing your screen. And Jacob.
Hello.
There we go. I can hear you. Awesome. You should be able to share now. I can see it. If you want to go full screen on there, though. Excellent. I got 2 minutes on the clock for you, Jacob. Ready? Go.
Hello, I'm Jacob, and I'm building Butler, the best way to search, save, and share all of your favorite media. Butler is a media search engine, a personal library and note-taking app, and a social media platform for all things entertainment. This is Mick. Mick works in entertainment, loves media, and is constantly getting recommendations. He's tried writing them down, but notes get lost, and he finds it frustrating looking for that one specific app for books, or movies, or TV, or music, or podcasts, or games right when he needs it. He uses Butler instead, and let's show you how. Mick listens to the All In podcast and hears Jason recommend the TV show Succession. He opens Butler and quickly searches and finds it. He saves it with a note to remember what inspired him to watch it and quickly gets back to that pod. The next day, Mick is deciding what to watch. He checks his library and sees Succession. He taps on it and instantly knows why he saved it, who recommended it, where to watch it, and any other information he might want. We plan on incubating this within the niche media communities that live and breathe media to reach more and more people like Mick. Our focus right now is on developing the utility of the app, and we're already starting to see word of mouth start to spread. Other competitors in the space either focus on single media types or have narrow user journeys, which makes it really difficult to find what you need when you need it. Butler does it all. We have a free app on TestFlight right now that you can download today, and we plan on launching a pro version by the end of the year. Here you can see people using our app every single day for the past 3 months. We have a core group of power users that's constantly growing, and we haven't started our paid marketing campaigns yet. One of our power users is Robbie Fox, a prolific Hollywood screenwriter. He said that as a writer, Butler has been unbelievably helpful to my life on a daily basis. A single place to store all the films I need to see, where to find them, and to be able to add in notes is a tremendous help. Over time, Butler will become a data-driven concierge service for media. If you like this movie and this TV show and this book, we think you'll love this podcast. There's 3 of us on the team. We have a combined 20 years experience working in the entertainment industry, and 2 of us have degrees in engineering. We're developers and we're technical founders. Thank you. My name is Jacob, and I'm building Butler, the best way to search, save, and share all your favorite media.
Awesome. Thank you there, Jacob. Great job.
Butler. Let's go. Try Butler app. Still need early access.
Awesome. Thank you there, Jacob. Great job. Next up, we have Talisha.
That's me.
Can hear you, Talisha.
Am
There
I
we go. You're sharing. We see it. I got 2 minutes on the clock for you. Ready? Go.
Hi, my name is Talisha, founder of Fetch, the search engine for shopping. Meet Jessie. She's an avid pageant competitor and fashion influencer. Before Fetch, searching for a gold liquid pageant gown was difficult. It took an entire month, 20 screenshots, 7 Facebook posts, hours of typing and retyping keywords, and even a few 2-hour appointments at local retailers, only to not find what she was looking for and leave feeling frustrated. It's time to stop the shopstration. Now, Jessie can search the billions of products from millions of local and e-commerce retailers, get personalized results, and easily check out with one click. She even tracks and manages her orders from multiple retailers in one place, taking that month of research down to a few minutes. At Fetch, we speak Jessie, so we understand her unique style, body type, and budget. Thanks to our suite of retailer tools from visual search to tailored recommendations, Jessie's favorite retailers can speak Jessie too, bringing shopping nirvana right to their site. With a decade of experience in the special occasion industry as a designer, buyer, stylist, and pageant contestant, we see it as our entryway into the global retail market. Recently, we launched our beta and currently have 8 users and 1 pilot retailer on our platform. Fetch is the complete shopping solution from discovery to delivery, focused on the intersection between consumers, retailers, and manufacturers to improve the overall shopping experience. Unlike our competitors, our solution is focused on solving the problem at each level of the supply chain and making shopping easier for all. I am joined today by an amazing team of talented individuals with technical and retail expertise, making us the perfect team to make Fetch happen. We are Fetch, the search engine for shopping. Thank you.
Excellent job there, Talisha. Next up, we have Toby with StockBet.
All right.
All right, Toby, I can hear you. I can see you. I got 2 minutes on the clock for you. Ready? Go.
Awesome. Yo. My name is Toby, and I'm working on StockBet. We're building a binary options exchange where retail investors can trade directly on market outcomes. So things like, will Tesla go up or down tomorrow? Will Uber go up or down next week? Our goal is to increase retail market participation by giving retail investors a simple and straightforward alternative to complex options derivatives. And we replace confusing variables like delta, gamma, theta, vega, and rho with simple yes or no propositions instead. Meet Adam. He's a big fan of Netflix, but the recent decline in quality of shows has him really disappointed. Together with increased competition and rising prices, Adam has developed a bearish stance on Netflix. But unfortunately, Adam has no idea how to actually trade and express his views in the markets. Adam has traded options before, but he still doesn't understand how these incredibly complex derivatives work. And Adam is still haunted by that time when he bought puts and the stock did go down, but he actually lost money, all because of random things like theta decay and IV crush. Luckily, Adam finds out about StockBet, which lets him trade directly on market outcomes like whether Netflix will close green or red in February. Adam selects his time frame to be monthly and scrolls down to find Netflix. Right now, the price of each green contract is trading at 65 cents and each red contract is 35 cents. Adam thinks Netflix will have a bad month, so he spends $100 on red, which buys him 266 red contracts. If Netflix stock price were to indeed decline in February, then each one of Adam's red contracts would net him $1 each, turning his initial $100 investment into $266. Alternatively, Adam can also sell his red contracts early before expiry and profit from the difference in prices. At this point, Adam is crying tears of joy. Finally, a simple and straightforward platform for him to trade and express his views in the markets. All Adam has to do is choose up or down. We're competing against NetX, an outdated and difficult to use platform that mainly serves institutions and professional active day traders. As such, their most popular offerings are 5-minute Forex binaries and 20-minute indice binaries. They provide no real value to everyday retail investors that StockBet aims to optimize for, and where we see significant opportunity. Right now, we're charging the fixed fee of 4.2% while we're still in alpha. We've been alpha tested with a few users to improve our end-around product, in which we had 20K in trading volume, 1.3K transactions, 800 in revenue, all this for 40 alpha users, 10 DAUs, and 0 marketing spend. To summarize, we're running StockBet, a binary options exchange where retail investors can trade directly on market outcomes. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you there, Toby. We will move on now to Chloe. I'm going to go ahead and share your screen here, Chloe. Awesome. We can see it. Can't hear you yet.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yep, you got it. You got 2 minutes as well. Ready? Go.
Hi, I'm Chloe, co-founding Synchronized and making meeting coordination effortless. Meet Susan, a busy founder. She doesn't use any calendar platform that shows her availability because she works in healthcare. She looks through calendars, Googles time zones, and places holds. Susan's colleague recommends Synchronized because unlike traditional calendars, it is effortless, and unlike sending a link with time slots, it is private for everyone. After 10 minutes onboarding, Susan scheduled an important sales meeting by marking it as high priority and specifying that it needed to happen last week. She never looked at her calendar. Synchronized sent her meeting attendants each a link so that they could choose their own priorities. John chose high. Jane chose the best time for her out of the few best times for Susan and John because she did not sync her calendar with our algorithm. We make scheduling frictionless regardless of any attendee's comfort level linking their calendar to our service. Synchronized populates everyone's calendar with a meeting, protecting the information that they inputted. Our proprietary algorithm developed to replicate and improve professional scheduling processes coordinates everyone's schedules. People seek our solution because there are many tools on the market, but none focus on scheduling on behalf of everyone's priorities, protecting users' privacies, and rescheduling automatically. Synchronized resonates. To date, there are 91 professionals on our waitlist, mostly via organic inbound from social media. One person on our waitlist said that Synchronized feels like a tech solution to a social, cultural communication problem. We will offer professional team and enterprise subscription plans. Our go-to-market strategy leverages referrals to incentivize existing users to add their networks to our software. We will establish our technology and build our user base, offering a Teams plan next year, hitting 10 million ARR in 2025, and focusing on enterprise contracts beginning in 2026. When Molly and I scheduled professionally, there was no software in the market satisfying the privacy and etiquette guidelines our roles required. We came together to build it. So this is Synchronized, making meeting coordination effortless.
Awesome. Thank you there, Chloe. Nice job. And we'll go to Perrin here with our 6th from this group.
Perfect. Just sharing right now.
Excellent. Thanks, Perrin. I can hear you. Just wait. Here it comes. There we go. I can see it. Yep.
Perfect.
2 minutes. Ready? Go.
Hi, I'm Perrin, founder of Eater Club. We're a curated community and warehouse for restaurants, vendors, and consumers. Meet Sid, sustainable purveyor and one of our customers. He needs a way to sell to independent restaurants without leaving his office, factory, or farm. Independent restaurants are the most difficult to reach and make up 70% of the marketplace. That's why Sid turned to Eater Club, where we can help tell his story, sample his products, and ultimately help sell them. How do we do it? Through virtual showrooming, which is about story and sampling as a service. Stories about creating original business and consumer content to bring these products to life is more than photos or text on a page. Sampling as a service is about curating the right products directly into stakeholders' hands so they can try before they buy. And the curated warehouse is about making it easy for them to make a purchase. Vendors pay $14.99 to join. They get virtual showrooming, sampling as a service, and we host exclusive vendor content that's available for restaurants with every purchase. We have 3 paid vendors signed up already, 18 in our pipeline, and 2 ready to sign up any day. We're a fully licensed importer and distributor ready to bring in exclusive, organic, natural, and sustainable spirits, beers, and wines from around the world to give us a competitive advantage. Beyond that, Eater Club is the only warehouse 100% focused on curation, 100% focused on organic, natural, and sustainable products, and 100% content first, allowing us to target the independent restaurateur as well as the virtual concept. Community is not only the bedrock in which we serve, it's also an organic restaurant and vendor discovery engine, and exactly how we found Sid, one of our customers. We also support Sid through great industry conversations, helping him grow and scale his business, in addition to training and other business programming to help move products. We have a go-to-market strategy that gets us outside of California within 18 months, and a clear product roadmap that includes 300 plus SKUs to get to our revenue targets. The market opportunity is quite large, with 1 million plus serviceable business, 70% of which are independent operators, extremely difficult to reach and are underserved. We have a team clearly ready to bring this. We have a clear path to $10 and $100 million in revenue from the marketplace alone, and a team ready to bring this to fruition with our unique background in operations, creative community curation, as well as the creative side. We're Eater Club, a curated community and warehouse for restaurants, vendors, and consumers.
Excellent. Nice job there, Perrin. There it is,
6
Jason.
there. You can feel free to give an honorable mention in this one, and then your 2 and your 1. We saw Sherlock, matching consumers with their best credit cards. Butler, an app that lets you keep track of recommendations. Think Goodreads for all media. We had Fetch with an X, a shopping search engine, stylist as a service. We had Stock Bet, which is a betting exchange that lets you simply bet on yes/no questions, like will Netflix be trading higher or lower next week. We had Synchronize, which allows you to coordinate meetings privately, perhaps like Doodle or Calendarly. And then our final and 16th company of the night, done in an incredibly efficient fashion here. Really great job, Charlie, moderating. Eater Club, which is a sampling service for vendors to court new restaurant buyers. And it targets independent restaurants and organic foods, if my notes are correct. I always like to take notes when I'm meeting with the startups. So let's start with Mike first this time. I don't think Mike got to go first yet. Mike, I know Eater Club is your number 1. You love food and restaurants. So tell me your
my
number 2.
honorable mention is Sherlock, because you know how much I love to use my Frugal Flyer points.
Oh, yes, he does.
Points. You and I've had long conversations about this. There's a personal interest in that. But my number 2 is Butler. That's also a personal issue for me. That's something I struggle with, keeping the recommendations and tracking all the things that you watch. So I thought I liked his little plug for the All In podcast too. That was nice. But my number 1 is StockBet. I was fascinated by the idea of simplifying options trading, which is very complicated. If you have an idea about the direction of the stock, it's not so easy to translate that into an options play. And I thought they could do for options what Robinhood did for investing. So they're my number one, really fascinated by this. It's a really big, audacious idea. If they pull it off, I think it could be amazing in that category.
Molly, what do you got for your 3, 2, 1? Honorable mention, and your 2 and your 1.
My honorable mention is Fetch, because I like the concept, and also make Fetch happen. All the points for that, Talisha. My number 2, even though I have reservations a little bit, is StockBet, because I'm with Mike in that this is a great opportunity for retail investors, even though I fear the unintended consequences of making it so easy and so addictive. So I'm a little morally torn on this, but great idea. And then my number 1 is Sherlock all the way. I mean, I literally, like, the first thing I typed was, I effing love this. I want it. I want it.
All right. And Jackie.
Yes. Boy, this was a tough one also. My honorable mention actually is Synchronized, because the scheduling thing continues to be painful. So if that worked, that would be pretty cool. My number 2 is StockBet. Just seemed, it's like sort of too dangerous not to vote for. And my number 1 is Butler.
Okay. And remember, I'm going to ask you for your 2 and 1. Your 2 and 1 through the lens of which ones would do best in an accelerator to get that $1 million seed round, which really a lot of founders tell me is like, founders at this stage tell me is their goal. This last group, pretty hard to get through. And my number 1 is StockBet. It seemed like a great interface, great idea, super simple. I have no problem with people gambling. I think it's great for people to place bets and make hard decisions in life. And if some people have a problem with that, yeah, it's, in terms of like they can't control their gambling urges, welcome to the club. Number 2, I had a really hard time here. And, for me, my heart's in Butler, but I thought Eater Club had something very interesting about it in terms of it felt like the founder really understood their market. And although I normally wouldn't pick something like this, I think there might be something here to a marketplace that connects vendors, like-minded vendors in restaurants. I'm not sure about narrowing the focus too much, but there is something there to helping them connect with each other and make great experiences for everybody. So Butler will be my runner-up. Eater Club will be number 2, and StockBet will be my number 1. And then moving on, who's ready to tell me they're 2 and 1 overall? Who's ready to tell me they're 2 and 1 overall?
I'm willing to go.
Okay, go ahead.
So my number 2 is StockBet, and my number 1 is Timewell. I think when you just said that they could create a new format, that really resonated with me, and I think there's a huge opportunity in both those companies.
Okay. Jackie.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Jackie has a big heart. She's rooting for everybody. When I do this to her, she hates it.
I know, because
they're
all my children. Not you. You're Charlie's children, but hopefully I'll come to the accelerator and I will love you all equally. So don't hold this against me.
I will love you all.
Our whole family get to know him better.
Screen here.
Hey there, I'm Scott, founder of Timewell, the legacy platform to capture family memories with their voice. You can upload photos or ask a question, then record your loved one's thoughts in their own voice. So meet Jenna. She has a lot of great memories with her dad. And as he ages, Jenna wants him to capture his stories. But the places they store photos don't make this easy. So she chose Timewell because it's super simple and will save stories in his voice. And Jenna now has a single place to save answers to questions and stories behind photos. It helps her whole family get to know him better. And Timewell is a B2C SaaS with 3 subscription plans and a flexible one-time payment plan, all starting with a 14-day free trial. I launched on January 10th of this year with over 50 people on the early access list, and I have 15 active users with forward paid accounts. And the consistent feedback is that it's really easy, even for Richard, who's 90 years old. And there are a number of strong legacy platforms already focused on capturing loved one stories. But my ultimate goal is to make it ridiculously easy for people like Jenna to record her dad's voice. And I'm targeting others like Jenna and her dad. They believe memories are worth saving. And I'm focusing on making collaboration stick
with each other and make great experiences for everybody. So Butler will be my runner-up. Eater Club will be number 2, and StockBet will be my number 1. And then moving on, who's ready to tell me they're 2 and 1? Okay. We'll love you equally based on performance. Go ahead.
That's true. Okay, so I think that
you can do it, Jackie.
Yeah. Okay. I'm actually going to go with Taco for my number 2.
Okay.
And my number 1 is Butler.
Okay. Well done, Molly. Difficult, I know, but we make hard decisions here, and placing bets isn't easy as a capital allocator. 2 and 1.
That's true. I have 3 listed here, and it's killing me. My number 2, shout out to Sherlock. I can't wait to pay for that. However, my number 2 is term payments. I really think that identifies a big space that can be disrupted that people are not thinking about. It's just a very creative and real issue to solve. And then my number 1, because this is what a nerd I am, is Innocuous AI. There's not a startup in the world who is not trying to build AI. And the idea that you can make that simpler and enable companies to build this incredible feature in with small teams, I think is a winner.
Fantastic. I had a similar cohort to Mike, which was StockBet and Timewell. Timewell is a consumer product. StockBet is a consumer finance product, but kind of makes it more enterprisey, I guess, more professional money at stake. So fintech tends to do better. Fintech tends to get more investment. Fintech tends to get bigger valuation. So the criteria I set was which one would do best in an accelerator. And I think it would be number 1, StockBet, number 2, Timewell. Again, this new format, people love consumer stuff when it actually hits a nerve and is unique. So this is the weird thing about consumer. If it hits something and people feel it's novel, they haven't seen it before, they tend to give it a little more credit. And I think that's what Timewell represents for me. I think other people would feel that too, but StockBet feels like it's the closest to getting to 1 million users spending, $10, $25 a month for a membership or whatever fees, 4.20%, ironically. So great job, everybody. Let's take a moment for everybody to unmute and give a rousing set of claps and snaps to the one, the only, the man who made it all happen. Not me, Charlie Cuddy.
Woo! Thank you, Charlie.
Nice
Charlie's the
done,
GOAT.
Charlie.
Charlie raise.
Thank you,
Very
Charlie.
strong company. Cannot wait to spend more time with each of you. We'll be in touch and get to know our team members. And entrepreneurship is really hard, but as you can see, it gets a lot easier when you got a tribe and you got a group of people you can do it with. So keep building that tribe and keep helping each other. You all get there together. Nobody gets there alone. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Amazing job.
Great job. 300.